Hey you guys, welcome to my channel. Welcome to Stampin' Like It's Hot. Yes, this is really late. And yes, that is a sketch from 30 Days of Sketches with Chrissy from Christy's Beautiful Life, Series 10. I only have so many left of those, and that one is from Series 10. So we're actually going to be playing with that today along with Stampin' Like It's Hot. You will see everybody else linked down below, and there's a lovely playlist. If you wanted to see all the videos instead of going through their channels, because I'm sure a lot of them had other videos that they posted today as well. But I'm going to take that lovely sketch and our Stampin' Like It's Hot prompt for this month. And if you don't know anything, we are doing lots of fun things with stamps. We are playing a different way with our stamps, trying to use our stamps in our stash. And it definitely has gotten me to use my stamps more than I ever had before. But we are playing with our stamps to see, just to use them more. So this month we are stamping directly to a photo is our prompt. And let's see, what else was I going to tell you about that? Yeah, I had some plans and they work out really well. I'm also playing, so 30 Days of Sketches, that sketch is... I gotta find it now. I had it pulled up and then I realized I don't have my phone with me, and that's where I had pulled it up. So series 10, which was back in, what was it? 2022? Yeah. And that year we did it September. I remember it was delayed. So a couple, I have 2 left for that series. And the sketch is by Pam Nichols. I'll try to link her down below. But Stampin' Like It's Hot, all those people are going to be linked. I'm making this sketch a 2-page layout, and I am playing with a double shot kit from this month from the Scrap Room. This is Echo Park Winter Wonderland. So I have these adorable photos of my niece, and she had a winter dance recital, and it was perfect. I saw this collection and I knew exactly what I wanted to do with it because she had this adorable pink tutu. So the sketch has kind of like these curves cut. I decided to make them like pink snowy hills. So that is what I'm doing with the cardstock here. So the collections you get or the kits you get in the double shot kit from the Scrap Room is you get 2 basically mini kits of 2 collections that are out there. And this one, and whenever you get the double shot kit, you get 3 pieces of cardstock, 3 pattern papers, and some embellishments. So we get the sticker sheet and these 3 pieces of cardstock. We get 2 white and a pink. The pink is actually called Tutu Pink, which is perfect. And the other 2, the whites is just a white cardstock. They're all basil textured cardstock. So I'm cutting those curves out, distressing the edges, and then trying to ink them up with some picket fence from Distress ink. Mine seems dry. It always seemed kind of dry, so I wonder if I kind of got a defective one. I think it maybe helps make the edges a little lighter. I'm not really sure. I don't think it does. But I saw Jen, Kay's mom, here on YouTube and on Instagram. She was stamping on her photos using Stays-On opaque white. And so I have added it to my cart, and I'm going to get that instead, I think. I like picket fences, or the picket fence one. It works really, really well. But I think I'm going to go for that. So I have this new to me snowflake punch as well. I was able to... I was going to say raid a lady's stash who died, but that's not really the correct way to say that. Someone I know had a grandmother die, and she was a big card maker. So they let me kind of have first dibs and come look through her stash. So I got tons of stamps and some really good punches. And I got the snowflake punch. It's really hard to use. It's those old, is it a Fiskars one? I can't remember. But I knew I wanted to use it for this layout, being winter. So I, some of the scrap pink cardstock I punched out. And then of this beautiful paper, which is called Winterland Floral, is what I'm doing kind of that diagonal spot on down kind of below the hills. And so I'm just kind of mirroring it. So I'm having both pages have it, and then the photos are kind of mirrored in a way that they're arranged. But I have, 7 2 3x4 photos going vertically and one 3x4 photo going horizontally. So I just kind of arranged them the way I thought they'd best fit. But yeah, I had a lot of fun. And then the B side of that Winterland floral is like a pink tone on tone graphic kind of triangle print graphic. And so I punched some of the some snowflakes out of that too. So I had 2 different pink snowflakes. I try to use as much pink as possible because I don't normally use that. And yeah, so I'm kind of just tacking down my photos while I get the hills and the diagonal of that floral down on the bottom. And then I'm going to start kind of arranging the snowflakes and then gluing the photos down and getting all that figured out so that, yeah, we have our rolling hills with a array of photos sprinkled around. I really like the way this layout turned out. I do wish I had some white ink that stamped on photos better, so I'm excited to get some of that stays on white. I think I got Snowflake. I'm gonna have to watch Jen's reel that she made for Instagram to see what hers was called again because I don't remember. But Stampin' Like It's Hot. So a little bit more about us. Welcome to us, Stampin' Like It's Hot, year-long YouTube and Instagram hop hosted by Brianna at My Life on Paper. So she will be linked down below. And each month we do a technique that features our stamps featuring that on our layouts. So yeah, this month we're doing stamping directly on our photos. And like I said, there's a big playlist, and then otherwise the links of people's Instagram who are playing along and their YouTube pages or channels will be linked below. But at least if you go to the playlist, then you can just kind of see all the videos. All right, so I'm going to get all this glued down and start gluing down some photos. And then we're going to do some stamping after we get those photos glued down. I also have this adorable, I showed it really, really quick in the beginning, that I did a picket fence grab bag or like mystery box. I want to say it was last spring or summer. And this adorable stamp set, what's it called? BFF Ballerina Friends. And at first I was like, I'm never going to use that. But I have nieces, both my sisters have daughters who are in dance. So I was like, perfect, yay. I have a reason to use these stamps. Plus I can always make cards because there is a cute little stamp on there that says happy birthday to you. And then there's like tutu, ballerina girl. I end up using all the phrases that are on there except for the happy birthday to you. So let's see, what am I currently doing? Oh, now I'm just doing the other side. Wow, this part, I should have cut more of this out. Hold on. There, I did a little bit more editing, and so now I'm finishing gluing that down, and pretty soon we will just get to tacking the photos down and get to the fun part here shortly. But at least I think I give you all the information I wanted to give you. I feel like I did. I've got a layout today and then a layout tomorrow that are multiple things from multiple things that I just haven't got to participate in just because of busyness and whatever. So I'm like, quote unquote, getting caught up on doing some of those fun things. So yeah, bear with me. So now I'm getting the photos glued where I want them, and then getting ready to use that cute ballerina stamp and start decorating with the stickers. So now that I got the kind of rolling hills part down and the floral, now we're going to work on the right page first, and then we'll work on the left page. Because I know I still want my left page to have my title, but I want to just kind of play with the right page first to do some things and then see how that goes. I really like the snowflakes. They turned out really good. And then I'm going to use some of the blue and gray snowflakes that are on the sticker sheet kind of to sprinkle around too, to bring some of that blue and gray up. It's like a bluish gray, and then there's like a little bit of greens too. But then I'm going to use this one ballerina and stamp her in between here in this gap with this cute little banner that says "Let It Snow." We don't have snow yet. We got snow on Halloween, and now we haven't gotten any more. So yeah, that's Minnesota right now. We did get a little dusting, and we're expected to get some maybe this week, but it's kind of up in the air. It seems like, doesn't sound like it's something too crazy for how much we're gonna get. But that little ballerina, I stamped her in some VersaFine what is it, Morning Mist. It's kind of a brownie gray at first when I stamped it, but now that it's dried, I like it a lot better. But I wanted to do gray. I didn't want to do super harsh. But I do use my StazOn, which I only have StazOn in jet black. But that to me is the best for stamping on photos. So I do use that to stamp on the photos. And actually off camera, I go back in and I use this old Jelly Bean Soup winter Christmas stamp set, and I have a small snowflake, and I will add some snowflakes to the photos as well as kind of around the layout, just to bring some of that black around, because there is black in that pattern paper, thank goodness, and I stamped my phrases in there. So I've got my little ballerina stamped, and now I'm going to stamp Tutu Girl on this photo over here, and then on the left page, I'm going to stamp a Your Grace Comes From Within next to one of the photos of her just grinning like super hardcore, which I love. And then I will stamp another ballerina kind of on the left page as well. And yeah, I had a lot of fun with this. And then all the cute little critters and creatures, stickers that I could add to the page, I really like too. The snowflake was, I knew I wanted to kind of nestle the Tutu Girl in and have that snowflake around, but I had already glued the snowflake down. And then when I stamped it, the snowflake part like completely covered it up. So I had to kind of rip up the snowflake and put it back down. So that's what I was doing there. But now I've got those where I want, and I got all the snowflakes where I want them on the right page. So now we're gonna work a little more on the left page, getting the photos down and getting the snowflakes kind of put where I want them. And at first when I started building this page, I'm like, oh, it's gonna look really bare and it's not gonna look like a layout I typically would with a lot of weird white space. But then I end up adding so many little things here and there. It does not at all, and I love the way it just turned out so cute. It looks so cute. Very pink and wintry and lovely. So yeah, now I'm going to stamp that other phrase on this left photo. And then for my title, I'm going to use, there's a big old sticker that says winter on the sticker page. And then I have the ballerina stamp. So I stamp it at first in gray and I push too hard. It's definitely one of those stamps, like if you push too hard, it like smooshes and like distorts the image. You have to just do a light touch. So I did it in the gray. So then I went back and to grab some StazOn and I did it lightly. So then my word ballerina actually has kind of like a shadow, which was not intended, but it turned out good. And I like the way it looks. And I might do that on purpose sometime. I don't know. I think I'm lucky that it worked out on accident. And I think I'll just stay ahead with that and call that a win. But I'm glad I grabbed that cute little banner and hung that over the photo. And that's my sister, my dad, and her two girls. So I had to include that. And then I'm going to grab a bunch more stickers. There's a cute little penguin. There's two trees I'm going to stick in. And then I end up adding some more things to the right-hand page. And off camera, I add some more stuff too. After I do a date stamp, there's like a swirly on the date stamp. So I'm going to add that swirly kind of around the page as well to add that in, along with those black StazOn stamped snowflakes. So you'll see those more in the close-ups. These are all the things that I did off camera. And then, yeah, so I had fun getting my stamps out and playing with them. I'm really thankful for, I'm so glad for this series. I remember Brianna had asked and kind of said, hey, who wants to do this? I was like, you know what? I need to play with my stamps more. And another awesome thing I got from picking through that card maker's stuff and getting to pick some items, I was able to get some really good organization things. Yeah, that costs a lot of money otherwise, and I got a really good deal. And so now my life, that I've been doing a lot more of that when I have time to get to my craft room, is organized, and it's slowly but surely getting to where I want it to, and I'm starting to love it even more. And then I can grab my stamps more often and they're more organized, so I know where whatever. Yeah, anywho, I'm rambling. But now I'm deciding, okay, I need something else in here. As I'm putting these snowflakes down, okay, I need something little. Do I want to do splatters? What I want to do? And I have all these tiny little flat back pearls, in tons of colors. I got them from winning a raffle at a scrap room retreat. Or not a scrap room retreat. Oh, I wish I could go to the scrap room retreats. A scrapbook retreat, one that I help throw. And so I'm going to use these pearly white ones. At first I was like, are they going to be too white? But they shine just perfectly. They kind of even pick up on the pink on everything. And they almost do like a light pink shimmer. So I'm going to start sprinkling those around and all the clusters. And like I said, I kind of add some stickers here and there. I didn't do a lot of dimension on this. Because I wanted to keep it relatively flat because I do like to add dimension to pages, and it was just easier and quicker to do it without. But I do go back, and these pearls are probably the most dimensional thing that's in here. But I do, like I said, go back and add that stamping after and do a label with some journaling on the left. Yeah, I do a lot of things actually after I shut the camera off. So I apologize that I did that, but I feel like these pearls just add the perfect amount of shine. But that is all I have for you guys. So I'm going to let you finish here. There's not much left, and you'll get some great close-ups. Make sure you go check out everybody else down below. There's another 30 days of sketches coming soon, number 14. So stay tuned for information about that. I'm sure you'll see stuff, and if you're not part of that 30 days of sketches group, you can probably somehow get to it linked down below. The playlist for series 10 will be linked down below, but yeah, somewhere in there, I'm sure you can get to the Facebook group. Maybe I'll have the Facebook group link down below too for you. Just finishing adding those pearls on the left page now. Yeah, and then I go back and add that little trees and the little snowman stickers, and it just came together, and I had a lot of fun playing with it. And you can tell I haven't done a lot of videos lately because I just played and played and played and played and played. But I could. All right. Well, thank you again, you guys, so much. Check out everybody else who played today, and we'll see you next time. Bye.